Yeah, hi guys. Today I'm going to show you how to calculate tax payable on 4 different incomes. I'm going to use this 2018-2019 tax table to identify how much tax and show you how to calculate how much tax is payable for different salaries or different incomes for a year. You can see the tax table here has 5 different brackets. Okay, the first one is anywhere up to $18,200, and anything in that bracket, anyone that earns up to $18,200 but not over it, pays no tax. Okay, so I'm not going to show you an example of that. Essentially anything under $18,200 you don't have to pay tax on. That's the tax-free threshold. Okay, I'm going to use that word a fair bit because each bracket has a different threshold, and anything over that threshold requires you to pay a different amount of tax. So with the 4 examples I go through today, feel free to pause the video as you're working through some of the questions that I've set in class, so that you can go through step by step and really understand how I'm getting that answer. Like we said in class, guys, it's really important that we're moving from that low base, that cognitive level, up into an autonomous level. So yes, you might have to watch this video a few times as you're doing a question, pause it as you go, but hopefully we'll work up to a stage where you don't need to rely on watching this video. You can just use this table to help work out how much tax someone has to pay by following the process that we're going to go through today. So the first income I'm going to use is $27,400. Okay, and I'm going to show you how to work out tax payable on a salary of $27,400. First thing to do is to work out which one of these 5 brackets it comes in. So $27,400 is over 18,000, but it's less than, over 18,200, but it's less than 37,000. So it comes into this second bracket here. Okay, and the threshold for this bracket is 18,200. So the next thing we need to do is to work out how much over 18,200 is this amount. Okay, so to do that, all we do is 27,400 minus the threshold on the right hand side of this column, which is 18,000, row 18,200. Okay, so if I put that into my calculator, I've already done that, but let's just do it anyway. 27,400 minus 18,200, it gives us $9,200. Okay, so this is the amount that they're actually being taxed on, because remember, anything below 18,000 they don't get taxed on. So essentially what we're going to do is we're going to work out for this income, 27,400, is work out 19% for each dollar over 18,000. So how many dollars over 18,200? Well, it's 9,200 over. So we need to work out 19% of this amount. So they're paying tax 19% of 9,200. Okay, and we've covered this in class before. 19% of a number, of means mathematically multiply to determine the percentage of an amount. First we need to convert that percentage into a decimal. 19% as a decimal is 0.19. Okay, on our calculator, you just do 0.19 times by 9,200. Okay, gives you 1,748. And that's it. That's how much tax someone who earns $27,400 would pay based on this bracket. Okay, we're going to move to another example now. Income of this time $52,350. Let's get the bracket up here, a new table rather. Again, let's identify which bracket 52,350 comes under. All right, so this time it's more than 37,000, so we're moving to the next bracket. It's less than 80,000, so it falls in here. It falls into the 3rd bracket down. Okay, so this time we need to work out how many dollars over $37,000 is $52,350. And again, to do that, we start with the income of $52,350 and just take away this number in the right hand side of the row, or that threshold. Okay, so take away $37,000. Okay, so trust the calculator out again. So 52,350, subtract 37,000. That gives us a total of 15,350. Okay, so what you'll notice in this bracket is here you actually have an additional amount. You've got 3,572 plus a percentage of every dollar over $37,000. We know that they earn $15,350 over this threshold, but we also need to add on the 3,572. And we spoke about this previously, that this amount actually comes from how much tax a person who earns the top end of that threshold will get. Essentially, we're going to add that to 32.5% of 15,350. So let's work that out. In fact, let's write it down as the whole thing as an equation. So 3,572 plus 32.5% of 15,350. Okay, so let's change that. Something we can do in our calculator. Of means times. We're going to keep that amount the same. And remember, we're going to turn this percentage into a decimal before we multiply it. That's how we work out a percentage of a number, times it by its decimal. Okay. Now, if I do that on the calculator, 0.325 times by 15,350. Just get there where you can see it. It gives me 4,988. 75 cents. Okay, then the next step is just to add those two amounts. So let's just add 3,572. This gives me a total 8,560 and 75 cents. And that's the total tax payable on an income of $52,350. Okay, you can see that this one was a little bit more complicated because we had to add that initial amount. Okay, based on the amount they gave us in the table. Okay, all right. Let's do another example. Again, we're going to move on to a higher salary. This time the salary of $93,270. First task is to work out which bracket it falls into. 93,270. Okay, it's above 37,000. It's above 80,000. That's below 180,000, so we notice that it's in this bracket. And again, the threshold here is 80,000. So let's work out how much more that income is over the threshold of 80,000. And again, to do that, it's the original income we're starting with, so 93,270 minus the threshold on the right hand side of this row, $80,000. Okay, again, you can use your calculator if you need to. I won't this time. $13,270. So an extra zero, that should be 80,000, my apologies. So this time we need to work out 37% of 13,270 and add 17,547. So let's set that up again like we did last time. 17,547. Okay, that's the amount we're starting with, plus 37% of every dollar over 80,000, which we calculated to be 13,270. Okay, again, let's change that. Something we can put on our calculator. 0.37 times 13270. If you wanted to, guys, you could actually put this whole thing straight in your calculator like that to work it out for you. But let's just, for the sake of this video, keep doing it the way we've been doing it. So 17,547 plus, grab my calculator, again 0.37 times by 13,270, which gives me 4,000, you guys can see it, 909.90. Then it's just a matter of adding these two amounts together. 17,547 plus 4,909.90, which gives me a total of 22,456.90. 22,456.90. Okay, so quite a lot of tax, but again, you know, that is a substantial income. And we'll go through later the difference between a gross and a net pay, and how to calculate that as well. Final example I'm going to show you is a salary of $190,300. Again, I'll start with the same process. Let's identify what tax bracket that falls into. Okay, 190,300, you guessed it, it's over 180,000, it's in that fifth bracket. Okay, so we're going to work out how much over the threshold we're talking about. Sorry, I'll switch the highlighter colors over, that's fine. So it's 190,300 minus 180,000, which is the threshold for that final tax bracket. Okay, so how much over that bracket, that threshold is 190,300. Again, you can use your calculator if you need to. I'm not going to this time again. 10,300. Okay. So a little bit of focus there. There we go. Again, you'll notice this time we have to add 54,547 plus 45% for every dollar over $180,000. So let's go ahead and set that up. So 54,547 plus 45% of every dollar over 180,000, which we worked out to be 10,300. Okay, again, let's change that into something we can put into our calculator. 54,547 plus 0.45, again converting that percentage to a decimal of, mathematically we know means times, 10,300. Okay, let's work out what this is. 0.45 times by 10,300, it's 4,635. And now what we need to do is add those two amounts to work out the total tax payable on an income of $190,300. So add 54,547 gives me a total of 59,182. Right, like I said, guys, I hope this helps. Go back, pause the video, pause the video where you need to, and just go through step by step. Show you working out to calculate the total tax for different amounts. Okay. First thing again is to work out what bracket it falls in. Okay. Then the difference of the threshold from the right hand side of that row. Okay. And then it's a matter of adding the initial amount, if there is one, there is for the bottom three brackets. Okay. And then adding that to the percentage of the amount earned over that threshold. Okay. All right. Good luck and thanks for watching.